Hello, it's April 11th. During our Alone Together Meditation Challenge, you are welcome. Today's meditation is being led by McLean Meditation Institute faculty member and course advisor, Suzi von Mensenkampff. She is based in Cork, Ireland, where it's a sunny, beautiful day. And she's also a Vedic master with the Chopra Center, and that means she's practitioner of Ayurveda, a yoga teacher for the 7 spiritual laws of yoga, as well as a primordial sound meditation teacher. So you are in good hands with Suzi. She also takes people on these incredible journeys to India and to Bhutan in her Dharma tour, isn't it? Dharma tour? Yeah. It's great to see you here, Suzi. Welcome.
Thank you, Sarah. So it's been such a gift to be able to come on this call every single day. Initially I started out saying I'll do one call. That was 3 weeks ago. And I just have loved coming together. It means an awful lot to me every day at 5 o'clock to be here. And, I feel the real need to have these, have the discipline and to have I suppose the routine of it as well is really helpful, helping to kind of keep me on track, because when your routine is thrown off, I think it can really throw you off your sleep. You could be waking half the night if you start watching the news or get involved in social media. So the need for our daily routine is really, really important. I've really noticed personally anyway. And all this week we've been looking at a book, a lovely book by Sarah. It's her last book that she's written, and it's The Power of Attention, Awakening to Love, and it's Unlimited Potential with Meditation. And every day I've just taken a few little snippets out of this book, and there's a lot, and as you get into the middle of chapter 2, at the end of chapter 2 and 3 is about mindfulness practices, and we talked a little bit about it yesterday. And I love just to take these few minutes as people are joining the call just to talk about something, and how mindfulness and meditation can really help us. And we looked at neuroplasticity a couple of days ago and the physical changes of the structure of the brain. And yesterday we started to look at ritual and ritualizing things that we do in our day-to-day. And today I was looking at how you can reclaim your attention from habitual reactions. So there's great opportunities throughout your day. There's stuff that we all have to do. Everybody's probably got laundry to fold, vegetables to chop, washing their hands, which is happening a lot. And now you could make those daily kind of habits part of your mindfulness practice by really, just going through the 5 senses is a really good way to be more mindful. So, if you're washing your hands, just feeling it, really examining your hands and just taking all of that time. Another suggestion was even having a glass of water, but having it really mindfully, from every part of, where did the water come from, smell it, taste it, and just, it could be a glass of wine too, I guess. It doesn't have to be water, but, just really savoring whatever you're drinking or, preparing, and doing it with such kind of presence. And that's what we've been talking about all week, is about bringing our attention back, harnessing that attention, because our attention is just being hijacked left, right, and center. And the more we do it, obviously we do it in our practice now, which we'll begin in a moment. But if you can continue it outside of the practice, outside of this half hour, and maybe the next thing that you have to do as part of your routine or part of your habit, your daily habits, you can do it more mindfully. And I know some of the people on the call yesterday shared how they have the 2-minute timer on their toothbrush. I think that's brilliant. I was trying to do balancing there last night when I was brushing my own teeth, so it's good to hear what each other are doing, and supporting each other with ideas. And I know that somebody else shared about making her bed really nice in the morning. I still didn't get that one done, but I'll aim to make it tomorrow. So, we can look at ways where we can really draw our attention into what we're doing. And, as Sarah says in the book, asking yourself, well, what are the choices that are available to me in this moment? Because this is it, this is everything. The present moment is right here. It's right now, and it's whatever you're doing in that moment. So bringing yourself fully into each moment without having the, the internal dialogue racing while you're doing something else or multitasking. So we're going to start our practice. We've got 33 people on the call this morning in California. And like every day, I invite you, we start to withdraw our senses. So look around the room now, make sure everything is good for you before, you get ready to close your eyes, making any adjustments to feel comfortable. Just notice how you've chosen to sit and whether it needs any adjustment now. Uncrossing your legs, resting your hands lightly on your lap. And just feel how do your hands rest on your lap. Feel that connection, that sense of touch between your hands, maybe your clothing. And then have that intention that you're just withdrawing now all sense of touch. Closing your mouth softly, withdrawing the sense of taste. Just noticing any familiar scents in the room, aromas, and withdrawing your sense of smell, because these are all the areas that we receive the stimulus from our environment. So we're just withdrawing now what we call in yoga pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. Become aware of the sounds furthest away now. Just registering that sound is never a barrier to meditation. And you welcome all of the sounds. But you never get sucked into the story or the trying to figure out what a particular sound is now that we've started the practice. Have that intention now just to withdraw your awareness from your sense of sound, hearing. And for the next couple of minutes, I invite you to become aware of your breathing. Observe now the natural breath without trying to force it or make it go any particular way. Just notice how you're breathing and where you're breathing. You can tuck your chin in slightly and lengthen the back of your neck. Breathing now through your nose ideally, or else use your mouth if your nose is blocked. Just notice the sensations, the subtle sensation of the breath moving from that external environment as it moves inward. Notice now is your breath long, short, loud, or faint. Maybe it's thready or uneven. And again, just accepting it exactly as it is. Notice any movement in your body with each breath. The gentle rise across your chest or your belly. And then the contraction as you exhale. And now let's take a long, slow, deep breath in together, a conscious breath. And on this inhale, filling up your belly, breathing long, slow, deep breath in. And then short pause at the top of the inhale, and then let the breath go, exhaling all the way out, follow the breath. returning to your natural automatic breath. For the next few moments, just observe the pauses between the inhale and exhale. And whenever you notice that your attention drifts away from focusing on your breath, maybe it's engaged with a thought or a sound or a sensation, very gently, mindfully bring your awareness back as we continue to notice the pause that happens between each inhale and exhale. And now on the next inhale, allow your awareness to travel inward on the breath, all the way into the center of your chest, where we will begin a heart-centered breathing technique where we just notice the breath moving across the chest, around the heart. Feel a subtle expansion across your heart with each inhale. And then the subtle contraction on each exhale. Bring to mind now the qualities of your heart. The qualities are love and compassion. And just imagine that feeling of love and compassion now expanding as you place your attention here. For the next few moments, all of your attention is going to feel the qualities of love and compassion at your heart center. And as your heart is filling up with these qualities, imagine now it's like a warm syrup or a warm honey. And it's beginning to spill out over the area of the heart, traveling out to all parts of your body, to all of the muscles, the bones, the organs, tissues, the cells, through all of the channels in your body. Now they're filling up with this warm honey, which is love and compassion at its essence. Feel this now moving all the way out to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, all the way to the top of your head. Your whole body now is in a beautiful state of restful awareness. So there's an awareness, but it's very restful, very relaxed. And your whole being now is pulsating with the qualities of your heart. Your whole energy field is beginning to fill up the whole room now with loving kindness and compassion. Imagine how the room is transforming now with this radiance that is coming from you. And allow that radiance now to spill out beyond the four walls, filling up the whole house, the whole building. And allow anybody who you care deeply about to come to mind now, trusting whatever pops up first. Whoever needs it will pop into your mind. Maybe it's somebody you know or don't know. Maybe it's a group or animals or plants or an area. Trusting whatever comes, and have the intention now that these beautiful qualities that are radiating from you are going all the way out to touch the heart of whoever has come to mind this afternoon or this morning. Don't try and force it, just go with whatever comes up now. Feel a connection being made and feel your heart-centered radiance connecting with theirs. And now imagine that our collective, the collective energy that we've now cultivated as a group, which is radiating with these pulses and qualities of the heart, are all interconnected as we reach out across the pond of the Atlantic, the oceans, the mountains, and just we're all connected. Feel that. And then we'll send the whole collective energy wherever it's needed in the world, right now, right here, for the next few moments. And bringing your attention now to yourself and the presence that is moving through your heart. Asking yourself now, from where does this presence arise? That witnessing awareness, that wise one within you that just knows where to send this pulsating energy of loving kindness and compassion Where does that arise from? And notice that distinction between that witness and your intellect. There is a distinction. And feel the connection now of the interconnectedness of this whole group, this community, this collective, this presence that we're cultivating in this practice. From where does this arise? Trusting now that the energy is moving wherever it's needed in the world. Trusting in that intelligence. And as you draw your awareness back to your own heart center, let's rest in our own stillness and silence now for just a few more minutes. And as we bring this practice to a close, we'll just take the next few minutes to integrate it. I want you to scan your body as we complete this practice and feel the qualities that you cultivated by your intention and by your attention. Feel now the soles of your feet fully grounded and connected. Feel how peaceful and relaxed they may feel. Feel both of your legs, your seat, the back of your body and the front of your body, and really register how you feel right there, right now. Notice both of your arms, your hands, your fingers. Noticing the front of your body, your neck, your throat. And then feel your whole face. Feel how relaxed your expression is now. Feel the back of your head, your ears, and the top of your head. And really register with yourself now this memory that we've just created in this moment of restful awareness. And know that you can create this state anytime throughout the day when you feel that you're getting upset or tense or feeling anxious or scared. And this is how we learn to self-soothe during these times, by coming all the way back to the present moment, right here, right now. And as Sarah says, this is it. So let's take a long, slow, deep breath in together now. And I invite you to stretch out your hands all the way out. Take a big, big, big stretch as you breathe in, filling your belly. Stretch out your legs, your fingers, your toes. And as you exhale, let's seal the practice by bringing our hands together in front of our heart. That center of love and compassion that we have just spent at least 15 minutes bringing our attention back over and over and over again to, cultivating the qualities of the heart. We've cultivated loving kindness and compassion, not just within ourselves, but we've sent it wherever it was needed in the world. Take all the time you need. You can also rub your hands together and then cupping those palms over your eyes. And take all the time you need before opening your eyes and coming out nice and gently from the practice, because we're in a very restful state. Our whole nervous system now is shifted into the parasympathetic state, and we're fully aware, but we're very relaxed. So you don't want to jar yourself coming out of that. You want to come out gradually and gently and keep reaping all the benefits of this practice. And then you get to look around you and see all these beautiful people that you have now shared this practice with, and we've come together as well as a collective by our intention. You know, I think it's really powerful when you realize the power of the collective. You know, we created it within ourselves individually, but then we had that intention to put it out there, and just that interconnectivity that we're across the globe. So, you know, we've kind of got all corners almost covered. So I hope you're feeling quite yummy now. I am, definitely. And if anybody would like to share any mindful moments that they've been cultivating, I'd love to hear from you. We have a few minutes before I might end the recording in a sec. Well, see, does anybody have anything to say first? Anybody like to share anything?
I wanted to share that yesterday was amazing, going over the rituals. So rather than thinking of you're getting into bad habits, I think for everybody, we found that we've all gotten into bad habits, not being on a regular routine. And I like the word ritual versus habits, you know, that just form daily rituals. And the intent of, I would have anger when I'm, you know, cleaning and disinfecting, and instead I have a whole different attitude. It's the gratitude that I actually have something to clean with. So I've yesterday was a big one for me. Lots of good things happened after yesterday's.
Oh, good. I'm delighted to hear that. It's that ripple effect, isn't it? It's like when you cultivate it within your own, like you said, do your rituals. We all have to do the cleaning, we have to do the laundry, but you know, we're shifting our state from being, you know, I remember I used to be cursing having to do the laundry, because when your kids were teenagers, you'd loads of laundry. They just seem to wear hoodies every day. You're folding all these clothes and you just get really frustrated. But then I was like, God, I'm so lucky to have these children, you know, and you just have to really observe what you're doing and where it's coming from, and then, you know, making that conscious choice, because in every moment, in every activity, we actually have a choice, and it's realizing that, I think, is so powerful. Cool, Sarah. Anybody else?
Well, Suzi, this is just an amazing meditation for me this morning. Just the visuals that you brought, you know, to me and through me were just like, whoa. And to be able to really circle that out, you know, over, you know, around and around, it's like it began to just encompass, yeah, vast areas and peoples, you know. It was beautiful. And I will say also the ritual one yesterday was interesting, because I say weak brain, good habits. As I get older, I have to have good habits. And so my habits I really do have habits, but I didn't think of them as rituals, and they have not become rituals. And so now it's like I'm addressing them. I'm seeing my habits, and I'm kind of looking at them in a different way too. So thank you. It keeps growing,
Cool.
right? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing that. While I stop the recording, would anybody else like to share what they've, anything at all? Actually, share whatever you want.